Okay, just one quick thing before we get started. The audio in this video at some points is not great. You can probably hear rustlings and stuff. That is because I tried to improve the audio and I got an app that improves audio and put it on my iPad, and put the iPad on my lap. So whenever I moved, there was just so much loud rustling noise, and I'm sorry. I tried to improve it and delete it as best as I can, but in some points of the video you can probably hear it. Hey guys, sorry it's been so long. It's been oh so very long. I'm out for the summer, school is out, scream and shout. But yeah, the last 3 weeks of school was just very, very hectic. I had my coursework due and I was stressed because that's, 20% of my final history grade. I also, for some reason, the sociology department just decided to give us 2 exams the week before the last week. So yeah, I had to do that. So, school priorities. So, because it's been so long, kind of out of my element, I can't actually remember my setup. This isn't it. I don't remember it being so wide, and I have butterflies on my ceiling, and you can just see one. That didn't happen before. But my ring light is very unstable, and it's standing up at the moment, which is a blessing. I spend a good 4 minutes making sure it stands up straight before I film, and it is, so I'm not moving it. I feel like you can't get away making anything without using a trope. Everything has been done. Originality is dead. You can just have your own perspective on a trope. You can't ever make something without falling into a trope. And even things that are meant to be more diverse, a lot of times they fall into these tropes. And I touch on that a lot from my list. So I may as well go right into that. The black best friend. This trope hasn't seemed to leave Hollywood for 40 years. Well, I don't know where I got that number from, but for a very long time. I thought we were coming out of it. Then High School Musical, the series came. Come on. If you don't know, High School Musical, the series, Olivia Rodrigo's best friend, Courtney, is black. She gets a lot more airtime in season 2 than she did in season 1, which is a lot better. But I remember being in season 1 being so angry because she was just there. And then there was this one episode when they needed a sound check, so we got to hear her sing, and I was like, oh my gosh, she's got an amazing voice. Why hasn't she been including any of the dance numbers or singing or gotten any vocals at all? Why? Explain that to me. And yeah, so that's how I've been feeling about this with High School Musical, the series. I actually got made fun of by one of my friends for watching it. I don't care. It's cringy sometimes. It's a less problematic version of Glee. So anything that's like Glee, I automatically love. Speaking on that, the next film trope that I identified was... Well, this actually doesn't have anything to do with Glee, but I'm just saying it's the next thing that I can see on my list. The boring main character, but everyone loves her. I actually hate this because this is in most things. Why are the main characters the most boring characters? Why? And why they seem to have no flaws at all? This position of my camera, you can't see my hand gestures. Have to put it up a bit. Yeah, I've been rewatching Victorious for the 5th time. This is the 5th time I've rewatched Victorious as an almost adult. And yeah, I know everyone kind of drags Tori's character through the mud, saying that she's boring and yeah, just that. Because she is. Why didn't they make her more interesting? Why? Even just thinking back to Twilight, Bella, why did everyone love her? I get why the town, Forks, all the people in Forks loved her because it was meant to be a very small town and they never had new people. So they just wanted to know, like, what is hot Arizona like? What's the desert like? Never left this town. That's understandable why they, like, Jacob, Edward, why are you liking her? It's so unrealistic. I'm just like, where's the personality? Show it to me. Give me the receipts. Where's the personality? Have you found it? Because I still haven't. And I've watched Twilight like 5 times. And I am still halfway through the first book. And it's been that way for over a year. So maybe I'll get it done this summer. That kind of like torpedoes leads in, segues in, one of the, you know what I mean, one of those things, into the next thing. I actually hate love triangles. Maybe that's why I can't get through Twilight. Love triangles are awful. But I feel like 10 years ago it was a new thing and everyone loved them. But now I'm just sick. I'm tired. I'm sick and tired of these love triangles. Like, one of the main reasons like I really don't like love triangles, I realised this in the second To All the Boys movie with John Ambrose. Like, I love John Ambrose so much, but like you could just tell that they never give like the other person that the girl's like considering, that's like the new person, they never give them a chance. Like, you could just tell that they're not going to end up together. And I was like, but I love John Ambrose. John Ambrose is great. Well, not John Ambrose, Jordan Fisher. I'm literally projecting my Jordan Fisher love onto his character of John Ambrose, but who cares? Jordan Fisher is great. Anyway, that took a turn. It took a turn. But like, more than that, I just feel like it's so overdone now. And why are love triangles always synonymous with vampires? We've got True Blood. That was a love triangle. The Vampire Diaries, love triangle. Twilight, also love triangle. I feel like they need to make a new thing for teenage girls to be obsess over. We're bored. We are really bored of love triangles. We can like find something else. But I know what they're trying to do. This is actually I'm actually so good at leading things in. My list is like all over the place. I haven't actually done the first thing on the list. But this is a really good segue. This leads into the next thing that Hollywood is trying to do that just pisses me off. Threesome relationships, thruples. I hate it. Okay. I was going to say as a person that was in a throuple, but that's not true. I had 2 other friends and we'd call each other the throuple and pretend we were in a throuple, but we were not. If I had confirmation that my mum wasn't watching this video and she wouldn't get concerned and ask me questions, I would have said, as a person that was in a throuple, and no follow-up questions, just put that statement out there. But mama, don't worry, you can calm down and chill. So yeah, I pretended I was in a throuple for like a year. Yeah. When I was 15, my friendship group was weird. Not gonna lie, I was weird. Where was I? Oh yes, I hate them so much. Like, they never seem to work out. People just get hurt because one person's always left out. I've watched American Horror Story season 3 enough times to know it doesn't work. That is just maybe one example, but still. And for some reason, every single season of Elite, they decide to make a threesome relationship. And season 4, I'm sick of it. That stupid guy Patrick trying to ruin Omar and Anda's relationship. I'm sorry. This is a Patrick hate club here. I only accept Patrick hate, and he needs to die. I didn't actually finish the season 4 of Elite for that reason, because he needs to die. He annoyed me so much. I hate him, and I hate TV shows that just think that it's edgy to put a threesome relationship in. Like, I know, like, they work sometimes, but I feel like with teenagers, they won't work. It would not work with teenagers. Like, there's no effective communication. Teenagers really need to like get their relationship in order. Like, yeah, no effective communication amongst the teens. There's probably going to be a lot of jealousy. If you are emotionally mature, like in your 20s or 30s, maybe it's okay for you. Like, I'm just thinking of the second season of The Politician. There was this old woman, well, not old, but she was probably in her 40s. She was in a threesome relationship, and it seemed to be alright. And they're trying to put it in Gossip Girl, the reboot, and I'm just like, no. Like, does anyone remember when the first Gossip Girl came out, and there was a man, Vanessa, and what's her name? Hilary Duff had a threesome? Or was that just a fever dream? I feel like exploring threesome relationships wouldn't be like a bad TV show concept, but I hate that they're doing it with teens. I just hate the idea of it. I'm just like, where are all the shows for 20-year-olds? Like, people in their mid to late 20s. That's what they should be doing, because like, I just don't think it's really appropriate, and because it just won't work with teenagers. Still going on to the topic of Gossip Girl, one thing that I really hate is that the main character is 14 years old. The main character, she's played by this actress called Whitney Peak. She's actually only 18 in real life, because they filmed Gossip Girl last summer and her birthday is January. She would have been 17 when she filmed Gossip Girl last year, so like, but she was playing a 14-year-old. I'm 17, and I'm not sure. I've been like going back and forth on whether I look 14 or not. Like, or I could look, like, I obviously don't look it here because eyeliner, hoops, it exudes age. And I was looking at old pictures of myself. Oh, I just realised that the majority of these pictures on my photo wall are probably like 14, 15. I hate that I look the same. I actually hate that I look the same. I really hate it. I thought I had like a huge glow up. I don't want to be 14-year-old me because I hate 14-year-old me. Yeah, this one a bit off course. I'm sad. I'm great now. I'm not as annoying. I am still very annoying, but not as annoying. That as is important. That simile is very important in that sentence. Was I even talking about again? Oh yeah, she is the youngest person in the cast. No one else in the cast would probably pull off 14, but she doesn't pull off 14 because I don't think many 17-year-olds could. But I feel like there is a reason why they casted someone that couldn't pull a 14. They could have casted someone like Sadie Sink. Sadie Sink is 19 years old, and I just watched Fear Street, and I'm pretty sure she was playing 16. I was like, she could literally still play a 14-year-old. Like, I don't know if that's an insult, but like, she can. But there's a reason why they didn't cast someone that looked 14, because they're sexualizing her. So, to add more clarity to my prior point, the character is 14, but she doesn't look 14. And that is because, so when they do like sexualize her more, the viewers don't feel bad about it and don't feel like gross about sexualizing a 14-year-old, because she isn't actually a 14-year-old. She is like 17, 18, which is still a problem, but people don't see it as a problem. So it kind of like allows them to like cheat the system using people that clearly do not look the age that they're playing to play them, so they can also sexualize them. I just feel like it's a very awful representation of teenagers, and it is a little bit pedophilic. Yeah, probably pedophilic. So it needs to stop. Let teenagers be teenagers. Like I just finished Young Royals, and the teenagers actually look like teens, and there's probably like 2, maybe 3 sex scenes in the whole show of 6 episodes, and they're not long at all, they're not in detail at all, and I'm just like, this is what it should be like with teenagers. Like, I don't understand Hollywood's obsession with making like teen shows and teen movies. Like, if they want like more sex scenes and stuff, make like college, or, well, I'm saying college. Why am I conforming to the American ways? University. Make it more university dramas and mid to late 20s dramas, and you can have more sex scenes in there. But stop doing it to my age group. I feel like it's messing up with people's minds as well, of expectations on what age they are expected to have sex, to do the devil's tango. But I can literally make a whole video. I should have just made it on this. I was actually going to, but then I was like, meh. But like, if you want a long video on this, I can do a lot more research, have like a lot more things to like use as examples other than Gossip Girl reboot. So if you want that, comment it down below. Even if you don't want it, I'm probably going to do it, so you may as well comment it. You may as well want... No, that was very flawed logic, what I was going to say. Yeah, I'm not going to repeat that, what happened in my head, because it could be taken very wrongly out of context, and I don't want those clips going about. Still trying to be a lawyer here. Still riding the kissing booth train. I hate it when like main characters get into like the top universities in the country. How did Noah get into Harvard? And now like, how? Tell me. When have we seen him picking up a book? When have we seen it? It's the college admission scandal. He's rich. It's they paid him. How did Elle also... Don't tell me it was a stupid dance club that got her in. Harvard has a 4% acceptance rate, and he accepts them. Who's gonna tell him? Who's gonna tell him that mistake? I'm just like, I'm killing myself to get into Cambridge, which is 20% accept rate, and what are they doing? Paying people. That's what they're doing. So, like, I hate that. I hate it so much because it's the most unrealistic thing ever. You can't fool me. Nothing you can say can make me believe you're smart enough to be there. Other than that, thank you so very much for watching. If you liked, please like and subscribe. Please. It's hard out here. Comment any film tropes you also hate. I made a very big list, but I cut it down. My list was about 20, so there's stuff that you hate. If you want to rant in the comments, rant in the comments. I implore you. Yeah, I'm just so very hot. I hope you have a great rest of your day and are not boiling in a pot like a potato like me. If you are, have fun with that. Bye.